This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scooch Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right, you tuned into the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you takes and reviews of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, can't call it, man. Everything moving slow motion. Just trying to figure out this thing called life, man. You know what I mean? But how you feeling? Everything good with you?
Man, I'm good except for the fact that unfortunately I may have to buy a new laptop.
Oh man.
Yeah, that bad boy, it works, but it just I can't do nothing on there, man. That motherfucker is so slow. I was waiting for a page to load up for damn near an hour, like bro, all kind of shit. And at first I thought it was my internet, so I unhooked the I disconnected it, you know what I'm saying, restarted it twice. I did a hard reset on it. I did everything and put it back on there. It worked, everything was going good, set everything back up. It still was running slow. So I don't know whether it's the memory on it that's done got stuffed up or what, but yeah, I got to go get me a new laptop. So that's what I'm getting for Christmas.
Hey, well, I'm in the same boat, man. Same boat. You know, I told you, man. Mine had the smoke alarm going off in this bitch. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, I just haven't got one yet. I'm just waiting to get Christmas out the way. You know what I'm saying? Get the
Mm-hmm.
kids all good and straightened away, man. And then I focus on myself, I would say.
For sure, for
But
sure.
yeah, I feel you, man. I'm in the same boat, man. I've been doing my solo pods on that garage band.
Mm-hmm.
So, figured that out, got that down to a science. So
Yeah,
still able to put in good product out here in these streets.
for sure, man, for sure. So today, man, we got a amazing episode for you guys, man. This is actually um a nostalgic one at that, man.
Mhm.
Came out in 1994, starring Rick Moranis and oh my God, why his name just slipped my head?
Ed O'Neill,
Ed
man.
O'Neill, man. And I was just talking about him because I was talking about Modern Family earlier too. But man, today we got Little Giants. Let's go ahead and get into the trailer, and then we gonna get into the episode.
Of a gridiron miracle.
League rules clearly state one town, one team. Meet me at half court.
It's the 50-yard line, Dad.
Now, with a little professional help, they've got exactly 2 weeks to learn how to pass,
What a hunk. Hi.
catch,
Son, if you're gonna cheat, win.
block,
Get the fear out of your eyes. Let's go.
All right, man. So Little Giants is basically a movie about a ragtag group of kids who gets coached by one of the greatest um football players of the town, his little brother, and basically they're having this sibling rivalry of who can be the best coach or who can have the best team. And the older brothers uh team is the Cowboys, and of course the little brother's team is the Little Giants. And it gets into, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of hilarity, a bunch of comedy, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of you know what I'm saying, gems and jewels dropped in there. For instance, you know what I'm saying, football is 80% mental, 20% physical. Never forget that. I always carry that with me in life. You know what I'm saying? But going back and watching this, man, how did you feel?
Man, it felt great, man. I actually my youngest son never seen it.
Mm,
So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna sit down and let him watch it too. So I
mhm.
brought him in here, so we was able to watch it together. And but it's just one of those things. Like, look, I love him to death, but he just talks, man. He just asks questions. Like, man, just watch the movie, man. Like, just come on, man, just watch the movie. And so, but no, it was great going back and watching it, man, because like it still like holds up. Like
Yeah.
it's still funny, and it's just like watching these little kids, man. Because like what it does is it really just take you back to your childhood. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, and, I watched Little Giants when I was a kid. Because I mean, this came out. I was 9 when this came out.
Okay.
So I don't know if I saw it when I was like 10 or 11, but I saw it as a kid, and it just brought back those memories, man. And it was just so funny because like a lot of the stuff, even though it's corny, it's
Mhm.
it's still funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so So yeah, man. How did you feel going back and watching it?
So rewatching this, man, it brought back all those memories of, you know what I'm saying, being a kid and, being especially being a pee wee football player, you know what I'm saying? You seen that movie and you knew that none of the hijinks and stuff that they went through, you did that in real life. But it was just, you know what I'm saying, funny to see this group of kids who couldn't make the football team for the older brother, you know what I'm saying, come back and, you know what I'm saying, do their thing and end up pretty much just beating these dudes with the little brother who really didn't know shit about football for real. That was the craziest part. This
Yeah,
nigga,
he said, "Meet me at half court."
yeah, this nigga was wilding, bro. But I mean, it was a cool movie. I do have a very interesting take on this though.
Oh shit,
The little brother in this movie is the bad guy.
the bad guy.
Yes, he's the
Elaborate on that.
he's the antagonist. Okay. So you got the older brother who basically this dude has always been successful in football. You know what I'm saying? He's the star of the town. Everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? He went, played, did his thing, came back. I think he owned like we had like a used
Oh
car
yeah, yeah,
dealership or something
dealership.
like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? He's selling cars. Everybody want to buy cars from him. And the little brother gets envious and jealous of his big brother because he's not as successful. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really, you know what I'm saying? They fuck with him because his big brother for real. You know how it go. And he like, hey, I want to steal your glory. I want to play you in the game, and I'm gonna
No,
beat you. I'm
no,
sick of you
no,
talking trash.
no,
I'm sick of you
no.
always being above me. I'm about to steal your glory, and that's how I seen this movie as an adult.
Nah, nah, nah,
I'm
nah, nah.
telling you, man.
That ain't how I saw it. Cause like I saw it like to me, it was more like he was always the little brother. He was always
Right.
getting shitted on, and he couldn't never win. And like the one thing that really made him put this team together is because after he cut, look, we talking 1994. I
Hmm.
get it, but even back then, like my very first year playing organized football was '96. And and I remember it wasn't on my team, but in our put it this way, in our rec league, there
Hmm.
was a girl on the football team,
Hmm.
on another football team, not my football team. But so it wasn't like the most unheard of thing. But
No, not at all.
anyway, but he cut his knees and he was
Hmm.
like, yo, like she's a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Girls don't play football. And
Right.
then but it was just more of like the other kid was like, like he said something about being injured. And you remember the very first scene in the movie when that girl came up and he was like, "You not playing football today?" He was like, "I'm on the injured list."
Yeah.
And then he started saying, and he heard that little kid say that, and he was like, "Yo, that was me when I was little." So he
Hmm.
was like, let's put together a team and
For
like
all the
just
misfits.
yeah for all the kids that couldn't make the team because I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I don't think we cut nobody. I think everybody got on the team. I don't never remember anybody getting cut.
I remember niggas getting cut. I remember niggas
I
not
don't.
making it, all that shit. So you said you started in 96?
Yes.
So I also started in 96. So my first year ever playing, I played backup safety. And the biggest play I had of the year was I recovered a fumble in the championship game to help win the championship. So my first year ever playing, I won a championship. My second year playing, we ended up going runner up. But my third year I ended up getting injured and I couldn't play. So I remember all them things. And I remember this though. So you said that it wasn't like uncommon, you know what I'm saying, for girls to want to play. We played a team that had a girl on the team. She played running back. So everybody's goal on the team, without it being said, it was just this unwritten rule. We were supposed to kill her. we were supposed to thrash her shit. Did y'all have that same mentality?
No, but I think well, okay, let me not say no because I believe that she was in the league like well the age group below the one I was in.
Oh, okay,
Cause
okay.
like
So
I
you ain't
was
get a
in
chance to play against them.
cause our league was I think it was 11 and 12, and then I think the other league was 10 and 9, and then
Yeah.
30, so because they went 2 years.
Okay.
So I think that the girl was in the lower. well, you know, a little bit younger than me. But I want to stay on that. But let me mention something real quick since we talked
Mhm.
about girls. I remember like back, I had to be because we still lived in that one house, so I had to be like a freshman.
Mhm.
So this had to be like around 2000, so even 99, 2000. My dad used to get Sports Illustrated for me because I used to always take them out and put it because like I used to put them on my wall, like my
Yeah, the
whole
posters and
wall.
stuff.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all Sports Illustrated. So I'm flipping through it, you know what I'm saying, and reading the articles and shit. So I see this picture of this girl, you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I'm like, dang, boy, like you know, she kind of buff. Man, they said that this girl, this is 1999 to 2000. I should have looked it up. They said this girl led the state of Texas. Listen to me,
Mhm.
Texas
Yeah.
in rushing yards.
Oh my. A girl?
A girl,
Damn.
and I'm like,
Hey, for people who don't understand why he said Texas the way he said Texas, football is religion in Texas. Like the reason the Cowboys are really that big ain't just because of the fact that Jerry Jones knows how to market. It's the fact that in Texas, like they shut down cities to go to high school games. Like Texas is for real when it comes to football. So she was, you said 99 2000, a girl in high school was leading for rushing yards. That's wild, bro. That is wild. So but yo, it remember in I want to say it was a couple years back, it was a girl that was like a kicker at one of the college games or something like that.
yeah, Vanderbilt.
Yep, she was a kicker for Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? That's so I mean, listen, nothing is wrong, you know what I'm saying, with girls playing football at all. I think, you know what I'm saying, if she's good enough, let her on the team, let her see what she can do. Up until a certain time though. You know what I'm saying? Um just like the kicker for Vanderbilt, I could see them being punters and kickers. But I would never ever put them like in a skill position or like on the line or anything like that because that's super dangerous. But fun fact, did you know that Nick Mango, remember Nick Mango, the center for the
Yeah, I
Jets?
remember. Yeah,
So he went to a high school out here called Alter. They call it Centerville, but it's just a suburb of Dayton. But his little sister played on the line in high school.
oh snap.
Yeah, and she was a I think she was like a weightlifting champion in high school too. Or not weightlifting. She did some shit with a weightlifting contest, but she was a shot put champion in high school.
Well, okay, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but yeah, Nick
I can see that.
Mango's little sister played on the line. I think she was think she played offensive line, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look it up, but yeah, I remember though. She went to Alter. She played on the line.
Cool, cool. I was trying to find it, but I can't find it. But yeah, and another reason I say Texas like that because I mean, like, I mean that's I mean, a lot of players come out of Texas, and it's just
Hmm.
like the fact that a girl was able to lead the state in rushing. And I also remember from that article, it was just saying that like she didn't get no Division 1 offer. Well, she didn't really get any offers really, and they
Right,
were just saying that
because she's a girl.
yeah, because she's a girl, and like
Yeah.
even then, because there was a girl like 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago,
Hmm.
a girl she got a scholarship to like a D3 school, like it was way
Yeah.
down there. I think she played some skill position. It was a black girl.
Mm. Okay.
I
She
can't
was a running
remember.
back.
No, it wasn't running back.
No,
It
yeah,
was
she
like
was.
a
I know who
receive.
you talking about.
Was
She was a running back.
she was a running back?
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't never remember what ended up happening to her. I just remember
Cause
seeing an article about
it's
it.
like a pseudo documentary about her on like YouTube or something.
Oh, okay,
And
cool, cool.
they did one of them highlight what's your names on Sports Center about her.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But my Pee Wee experience was cool, man. Like I played fullback. I played fullback and defensive end my
Hmm.
first year, and then my second year I played tight end in defensive end.
Okay.
And so then so I played 2 years of rec, and I went straight to C team. So
this
I didn't even.
This nigga's on varsity in the 8th grade.
I was not in varsity. He tried though.
Yeah.
He tried, but he didn't know I was 8th grader though.
Right.
He wasn't 8th grader though, because I always do. So down here, Coach Holcomb is very revered down here because when they first went to the 15 game schedule, my high school is the first school in South Carolina history to go 15-0, the 1989 team.
Okay.
And he was the coach of that team, and then he went 15-0 again in '94.
Okay.
And so I'm coming up. It's '99, and I'm on the JV squad in the 8th grade. So our season was over. He calls me into the office. And he's like, "Hey," he was like, "I'm gonna have you dress out for the playoffs." Because they would do that. They would take some guys off the JV squad and just have them dress for varsity during the playoffs. And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You could do that?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm the head coach." And I'm like, I'm in the 8th grade, right? He was like, "You in the 8th grade?" He was like, I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I thought you was a freshman." I was like, "No, I'm in the 8th grade." He was like, "Oh, well, I can't put you on varsity." He was like, "We can't put 8th graders on varsity." So he was like, "Let me write your name down." He's like, "What's your name?" So I tell him Sean Foster, right? And this always happens. This is why I hate my name. He put SHAWN.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Well, coach, actually it's SHUN." And so he wrote it down. And I never forget this. He told me this in 1999. He said, "You know what?" He said, "By the time you leave this school, everybody's gonna know how to spell your name. Spell your name right." And so he ended up stepping down, and the other coach came, but I still was on varsity the next year. But so I remember getting my very first letter. I got it my sophomore year, 2001. It was from Wake Forest, and my name was spelled right. And all I could think of was Coach Holcomb. I was like, he told me they was gonna know how to spell my name right. So
yeah,
I always got to shout out Coach Holcomb for that. But
that's what's up.
But anyway, so the reason, look,
hold on,
if y'all
what was your very first number in Pee Wee?
20. Barry Sanders.
Mine was too. Mine was too. I went from 20 to 35. I
wore 20. Oh man, I don't remember what I wore my second year. I wore 20, but then I remember, let me see, when I went to C team, what number I had? It was an 8. I think I wore number 80 or something like that. And then my next year on JV, I wore number 10. And then when I got on varsity, I was number 84, Randy Moss. And then that's when I was the very first person. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say, because Greer got this dumbass tradition where we didn't do single numbers for a long time. We didn't do single numbers until 2000. So 2000 was my freshman year, and somebody put 1 through 7, and somebody got number 9, but nobody got number 8. So my sophomore year, I was like, "Yo, let me get that number 8." So I was the first person in 2001 in Greer history that wore the number 8. I wore it for 3 years.
That's what's up.
But anyway, yeah, that's funny though. We both wore 20. Man, Barry Sanders was my guy, but I was like, give me that 20, boy. Give me that 20.
Man, I had number 20. I was playing free safety. Man. Them was the days, man. I played for the Dayton Flames.
I played for the Greer Jets.
So on to the movie, man. Who was your favorite misfit?
Man, come on, man. Icebox.
Man. Yeah, everybody.
Icebox. Hey, that's the whole reason. That's why I say, if y'all never seen this, come on, man. Y'all don't play with me. If y'all never seen this movie, something wrong with y'all childhood.
Yeah, man.
If y'all don't know why we was talking about girls for this whole time, it's all because of Icebox, man.
All because of Icebox, bro. She was a beast, man.
Icebox was a beast, man. And there always was that one girl. Like, maybe she wasn't beating everybody up, but it was always in every hood. in mine, it was basketball though. It was this one girl named Tip Jones.
Yep.
Tip Jones lit
Yep.
everybody up on the court.
We had the same thing. It wasn't in football, it was basketball. Her name was Brittany Weaver. Everybody called her B Weave. Hooper. I'm talking about Hooper.
Hey,
Jump shot crazy.
Hey, she was on varsity for 5 years.
I believe it.
Like Tip was on varsity for 5. 1 year, my guy, they went undefeated. And so it was just one of those things. It was like, yo, like once we seen it, we was like, man, these motherfuckers ain't losing. So they make it all the way to the upper state championship. And so like we all at the game, man. We at the game deep.
Yeah.
And, man, they just wasn't on, man. They ended up losing.
Man.
They ended up losing that one game, man. And one game before the state championship, man, they had lost. But yeah, man, it was crazy, man. Them girls was on the run. But Tip was on varsity like since 8th grade, man. She started for 5 years. Like
that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
But real quick, bro. How do you not see how the little brother wasn't the antagonist in this movie?
Man, he was not, man. All he was, he seen the kids taking the same route. He was like, ain't nothing changed in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? 30 years. Kids are still saying the same thing. Man, I'm on the injured reserve list.
This nigga was getting straight A's in school. This nigga was a supreme nerd. All kind of shit. He was successful in his own right.
No, the all-time funny is when what they call them? Hot Hands. Like when Hot Hands when they was sitting in the thing, he was like, man, my football career is over. Now I'm gonna have to grow up and be a senator.
See what I'm saying? Like, do you see what I'm saying, bro? There was no need for these kids to be out there playing football.
Man, listen, man. When you're young, it's just like to do an activity, man. Mm-hmm. And then like when you are the nerd kids, and I think honestly, I think they just wanted to be on the team. I don't even think they even cared if they played or not. I think they just wanted to be on the team.
Ain't no room for none of that shit, man. There was so many other things they could have did. They could have been on the chess team. They could have been on the debate team. I'm sure they had a computer programming class that they could have been on. It's all kind of stuff that they could have went to go do. At that time, you know what I'm saying, they was just starting out building robots. They could have went on one of them, you know what I'm saying, one of them classes or programs or something like that. They could have went somewhere and did something at the local YMCA. They could have been Boy Scouts. Didn't matter. Get the fuck out the way, bro. This ain't for you. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This was the beginning of the participation trophy.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, because like I told you, like down here, like it might have happened and I just didn't see it. Mm-hmm. I just remember my dad signing me up and they just put me on the Grill Jets. I've never played organized football before.
Well, with Pee Wee, it was kind of different too because you had to pay. So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no cut. Like when I say niggas was getting cut, I'm talking about like the coach would get sick of you and be like, you know what? Get off the field. Don't come back. Them niggas was cut. like if he was grabbing you by your face mask, yelling in your face. And I remember it was this one dude named Derek. I forgot what his last name was, but this nigga named Derek. Derek, if you out there, I know you remember this. That nigga told the coach he not gonna do it because we had to do bear crawls up and down the hill. And we got to like 2 or 3, and Derek stopped and was like, man, I ain't doing this no more. And the coach was like, what? And I'm talking about we fully padded. He said, I ain't doing this no more. Coach was like, come here. He went up to him and got him by face mask, like, you do what I tell you to do. Da, da, da. So he started crying, like, I ain't doing nothing. He was like, get out. He pushed him by his help. He said, get out of my field. He was like, I don't care if you come back here. Tell your mama you can't come back. Derek got cut that day. So yeah, like it was niggas definitely getting cut, bro. They were just getting thrown off the team, but I consider that a cut.
That's funny. Nah, yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I think that those kids, they were. I mean, for what made that so funny was the fact that he said his fallback was a senator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. His ass should have been in debate class somewhere. Not on no football field wasting talent.
But I think that, man, when you are a kid, man, you just want to be, you know what I'm saying, around other kids doing fun activities. And I think
Nah,
that
man. With
they
them
just
kids,
kind of,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, I think that those kids just wanted, like, that was a pastime. Like, they wasn't really gonna obviously be football players. I mean, look at what his halftime speech was. He was like, "Yo, I beat my brother one time." He said,
See, that's what all this shit was about.
"No,
That's what all this was about.
man. All this was about was giving these outcast kids a chance to play."
That
That's
was his
all he was
excuse,
saying.
man. That's the excuse. His real thing was, I gotta beat my brother. My brother is better than me. I need to show him he's not better than me. I'm telling you, the little brother is selfish as hell.
Man, come on. No, the big brother selfish as hell. How you gonna
Not,
have this nice ass fucking uh car dealership and your brother, and then you gonna tell your brother he got to run down gas station? Come on, man.
Cause it was a rundown gas station.
What?
That shit wasn't up to par.
Man, what help his gas station out then?
Nah, man. See, that's the problem. That's why I said this movie was the start of participation trophies. You want him to help his little brother out with the gas station. He's trying to teach his little brother a valuable lesson. You know what I'm saying? To get here
Okay,
takes hard work. It's not
okay.
easy being this successful.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
listen, man. His little brother was having a hard time, man. Like you said, his
Mm-hmm.
gas station is run down. His
Mm-hmm.
mom, the Icebox mom, was like, "Yo, I forgot what she said. She had to make a decision, and she decided to leave them motherfuckers. So now his wife now left him there to raise his female daughter by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He got a rundown gas station. He got a brother that told him when they was little, hey, he said, when we grow up, our name is gonna be on that thing, and we're gonna run
On
this
the water
town.
tower? Was it not
Yeah,
on the water tower?
yes, brothers.
It said home of who?
Kevin O'Shea. I mean, oh no, not O'Shea. What was it? Yeah, O'Shea. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Kevin. It didn't say Danny or the O'Shea brothers.
That's not. See, you
Not,
not looking at the
no.
bigger picture. Both of their names was O'Shea. O'Shea was on the water tower.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
How many times have somebody made a promise like that to you and fulfilled it?
No, they fulfilled it with their name up there.
He said our name, O'Shea, is gonna be on that water tower.
Yeah.
It didn't say home of Kevin. You know what I'm saying? That'd have been different. Then I'd have been like, yeah, he was selfish as hell. No, Kevin O'Shea. And the O'Shea was big as hell.
Man, no the hell it wasn't.
Yeah, it was, man.
Man, it was the same size as Kevin was. No, I feel what you're saying, but I'm just saying it's like when it came to Danny, man, like it really, like when you really look at it that way, he had a rundown gas station. His wife just flat out left him. You know what I'm saying? He's raising a daughter who's a tomboy, and everybody telling him that she needs to be doing something more constructive with her time. And then it's kind of like the girl that he always liked when he was a kid growing up. Now she's single, and he's scared to talk to her. Yo, that thing was funny as fuck. When Icebox run the doorbell, and he stood up against the wall. She was hiding behind the tree like he wasn't gonna see it.
Hey man, I'm telling you, bro. This is all of this is pointing to envy, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to be somewhere you ain't supposed to be in life. He wasn't meant for none of that because he didn't take no initiative. He couldn't even talk to the girl.
Man, look, he had little brother syndrome, man. Who ended up, dude, you know what it's like?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Patrick Mahomes' little brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hate that dude.
And why do they hate him? Because he's selfish. Because he's envious. He's jealous. He wants to be in the limelight. This motherfucker out here TikToking on the sideline. Pay attention to the game. That ain't why you got a sideline pass, Jackson. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, look,
It's only one case of the little brother syndrome, actually working out for somebody, and that's Eli Manning. And even then, he still ain't he still ain't more famous than Peyton.
I mean, this is true.
You know what I'm saying?
This is true. But they situation, dude, the Manning situation is so crazy because I mean, you got Cooper who he's by far the best athlete of the family because he was a receiver.
The best
And
Manning out of all three of them.
Yeah, and they were saying that dude was cold, but I think him and Peyton got the same thing. 'Cause I think it was a neck, wasn't it? It was a neck or back.
It was neck.
It was neck because Peyton got a neck issue. So, he ended up, fucking up his neck. He couldn't play no more. Now you got Arch coming up. He's supposed to be the damn best
that
thing.
That motherfucker is the truth.
He the truth, but you want to know what else? And I forgot. You know what? I'll bring that up tomorrow.
Let me tell you how petty Eli is, bro. How far little brother syndrome is. This nigga turned into a whole different person just to go practice at Penn State.
Yo,
see if he could get recruited.
That was hilarious. That nose. They was like, yo, they said, everybody's like, there's no way he's 18 years old.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, bro. That's some shit Danny would do. I feel like Danny would do that if he was athletic enough.
Man, Danny wouldn't do that, man.
I'm telling you,
he
man.
Would not do that.
I'm telling you that. All I'm saying is Danny could be a way better person. He could be out here doing something more constructive, something more useful to society than wasting his time being a little league football coach. Like, first and foremost, look who he had to go get, bro. That nigga had to go get Bruce Smith. Them two kids learn how to play football.
He didn't go get him. They bus broke down.
Same thing. That's what I said. You think Danny didn't find out that they was riding through and just set up a trap?
Man, listen. Okay, you want to call them selfish, right?
Time out. What the fuck was the Giants doing driving through Ohio?
No, this is the crazy part. Why the fuck is Tim Brown there?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. What were they doing?
You got John Madden and Tim Brown, who are fucking Raiders. And then you got fucking Emmitt Smith, who's on the Dallas Cowboys.
With Bruce Smith, who was a Giant.
Bruce Smith was a Bill.
That's right, the Bill. I'm sorry.
It's like, why the fuck are all these motherfuckers together? Like, were they going to the Pro Bowl?
They going the wrong way. You can't get to the Pro Bowl.
Oh, they was going to Canton.
Well, respect.
Yeah. So okay, now
what the fuck are they going to Canton for? They wasn't in the Hall of Fame yet.
They wasn't. You're right. 94. You're right. Emmitt Smith was still playing.
John Madden was in the Hall of Fame then.
I don't know. You sure? Well, it would be close. It's got to be close.
I don't know, man.
Got to be close. 94. It's got to be close.
And then Madden wasn't that popping yet. Madden 94. That shit was
not yet.
Sega.
Yeah, not yet.
You know
it was getting there though.
So what the fuck was they doing in Ohio, man? They couldn't have been going to Canton. Going to Canton for what? To do what? You know what I'm saying?
He just said that they was going to the Hall of Fame. He didn't say what they was doing. But I will say this. Remember they made the bet. The bet was if you win, like he was like, he'll get the car dealership and basically they was get each other's business. Yeah. He let him keep the dealership. He was like, there's got to be something else you want, and then they changed it.
What did he end up getting?
They changed it to the O'Shea brothers.
Because I told you, bro, this shit is about jealousy. And
man,
I'm telling you, bro, you get this man whole business. You got a rundown ass gas station. You get this man whole business. Nah, you keep that shit. I want to hang the fact that I won over you, and I don't want Kevin O'Shea up there no more. We were gonna put the O'Shea brothers up there. What the fuck was Danny famous for?
Man, listen. That was what he told him as a kid. Stay true to your word.
It was up there. He said O'Shea. Shit. That's all I'm saying, man. The more and more, you know what I'm saying, we go back and watch these movies of when we were children, bro. Like, yo, I'm starting to see a lot of this shit come to fruition that, yo, these movies ain't what we thought they was. originally when you watch this, you're like, man, this is a great coming of age story for some kids. You know what I'm saying? This is a great family movie, you know what I'm saying, about two brothers, you know what I'm saying, who had a sibling rivalry, but they end up coming together in the end and all this goofy shit. Then you really watch it and sit and be like, yo, this nigga Danny's an asshole in real life. This
Man,
nigga, this nigga ain't shit. Just like Sandlot. Benny was an asshole.
Man, look, you wilding today, man.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you wrong, man. Danny went like that, man. Danny was
Okay.
He had little brother syndrome. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
He had that.
He was
when you got
jealous.
a famous brother. I mean,
jealous.
True. Even though I think that he was happy for his brother, but then at the same time, it was kind of like
he wanted it to be him.
I don't know if he wanted it to be him. I think he just wanted him to share the spotlight a little bit more.
Why would I share the spotlight that you didn't help me get? What are you talking about?
He did help him. You don't, man. He was, he was with him when he was
the practice dummy.
Because I was about to say I said he was with him when he was shooting in the gym when he played football. but
yeah,
but he was with him. You know what I'm saying?
He was the practice dummy. We've all been the practice dummy before. Don't you got an older cousin or something that played football too that made you dress up and ran you over?
I mean, he didn't make me dress up and run me over, but I mean, he gave me a couple beat downs. You know, that was fun. He was the one. He was the one who taught me about pressure points. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious. Hey, you should definitely get your Danny on and go whoop his ass recently. But so look, I got a cousin, my cousin that owns Varsity House. My cousin Freddie. This nigga at his house they had a strip of grass in the backyard, right? This nigga used to make me dress up full pads, throw the ball up as high as he could, make me catch it, and practice tackling on me. Now, in return, as I got older, it helped me, you know what I'm saying, learn how to juke and evade and do all that because I was getting sick and tired of getting, you know what I'm saying, ran the fuck over by this nigga. But at the end of the day, this nigga used me as a practice dummy. You know what I'm saying? I could be jealous, you know what I'm saying, and tell him, hey man, you know what I'm saying, you successful, you got Varsity House, put Varsity House and Scoots. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have participation trophy syndrome. Like, no, it don't need to be the O'Shea brothers, bro. This shit needs to just be Kevin O'Shea. Kevin, matter of fact, didn't Kevin go to the league?
They never said if he went to the league. He just talked about all his high school. Yeah, and he won the Heisman.
Yeah. That's what nigga won a whole Heisman, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about?
That is so funny. That is so funny.
Oh,
but man, no.
Fun fact, real quick before you go. Fun fact. I think I said this on the coming soon, but just so everybody knows that this was shot in Ed O'Neill's hometown.
That's funny.
So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all check that out, man. They was actually in Ohio where Ed O'Neill is really from, and they shot that in his hometown, which I thought was super dope.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. The all-time boy is Spike, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so Spike, you know what I'm saying? His dad pull up in there. This motherfucker just completely moved so he could put his son on this damn football team. And Danny kind of he didn't say he was Kevin, but he would just say, I'm O'Shea though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get Spike. Spike said Spike don't play with girls. He would always talk to himself in third person. Yo, that shit was hilarious.
Because he deserved to be on Kevin's team.
Yeah, Spike did. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And what did Danny do? I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm not Kevin, but I'm not saying I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The more and more you go, it just proves that this dude Danny is an asshole, man.
But it made it better that he ended up going to go play for Kevin because then it was the whole comedy. Yeah, it makes it all. It gives us all the comedy of watching Spike them run through the team, just dragging everybody out
Dragging
to that
everybody on the
football field.
goddamn team.
Yeah,
Everybody on the
except
team getting
Jr.
dragged.
All
Yeah,
he had was Jr. at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And
man.
Jr. played by my boy Devin. You know what I'm saying? Final Destination.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, and then this is the weird part. I think that the lady must have moved back at the same. Just how ironic is it for this one guy to move his down there so he could play on this football team, and
Mm-hmm.
then this lady just comes out of nowhere with damn Jr. because nobody knew who he was.
Right.
So and then now Icebox finally got a crush on some damn body, and now she want to all of a sudden be a girl. So she's like, "Yo, I'm gonna be a cheerleader." You know what I'm saying? She was the hardest cat. First of all, she had LT's number. That's number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's number one. But number two, she had to be the toughest one out there. This girl was out there playing in a skirt, my guy. They had on knee pads.
Yo, how did they get them jerseys?
Who
The
Giants?
Yeah.
You don't remember the fundraiser?
Fundraiser.
Man,
Okay.
they was washing cars, man.
I'm sure they were.
Man, yo, you wanna know how many times I had to do that shit growing up, man?
Let me tell you what really happened.
Oh, man.
Somebody's card got stolen. And the stolen card on there, you know what I'm saying? The name on the card was Kevin O'Shea. And guess who had it? That's what I'm saying,
Man,
man.
get out of here, man.
I'm
They
just
did
saying.
man, they was washing cars, man. You know how many times I had to do that?
O'Shea.
Man,
Listen. Kevin O'Shea. Yo,
Yeah.
what type of shit is that, man? How do you fool somebody? Man, you Kevin O'Shea?
Hey,
O'Shea? What?
he said you kind of short to be a All American. Hey, that shit was funny.
Man. That's
That
crazy.
was funny. Man, come on, man. They did the fundraisers, man. We used to have to do that shit so many times, man. Damn, man. One time, man, we was washing cars at Walmart, man. I was like, man, this is
At Walmart?
bullshit. Yo, we was in the front of Walmart, man.
We just had to sell candy. We ain't never had to wash no
Man,
cars and then.
I can remember on at least 3 to 4 different occasions of washing cars, man.
They
Washing
was just
cars.
using y'all niggas for free labor. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, nah, man. Did y'all have banquets?
Yeah, we had banquets. Yeah,
that's
we
what's
used to
up.
do it, man. We used to have a place down here, man. It was called Ryan's. It's kind of like
Yep.
a
It's like
Golden
Old Country
Corral.
Buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We
we
had
used
one
to
too.
always have our banquets there, man. I used to
No,
fucking love
we
Ryan's.
used to have ours at, I forgot what the place. This was like a little hall or whatever. But it's we used to have it there, and then my third year they ended up shutting the place down. But we also used to go to a place called Captain Bogey's. It was like
What the-
it was like the teenage version of Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, okay.
Man, that shit was so fun, bro. That shit was fun as hell, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. This movie bring back memories, man. Like it really
Yeah.
makes it, that especially that time period. But like,
Mhm.
but yeah, man. Like it was so fun. Like the game was funny as fuck, man. That shit was funny. No, when they told the one dude they were gonna take his head off, and then he started sucking on his on his
start putting
mouthpiece,
his short
start
pants
sticking
up
his
and
head down.
shit.
I was like, yo, this dude is stupid. Hey, man, I like that
What
one.
was the play? Was it a Statue of Liberty play or something that they ran?
Man, they ran the Fombaruski, man.
Yeah, the Fumbarooski. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Man,
they
oh
ran.
man.
Yeah. It was that, man. This movie, man, it brings back a lot of memories, and
Big
like I
time.
say, it's still a lot of shit that still holds up. That's still hilarious, man. Even it even had my, you know what I'm saying, my 12-year-old son even laughing at some shit because it's just like, even though it came out in '94 and you wouldn't even thought about it this time,
Right.
but like it's still some shit in it that's still funny. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So but like it was really good going back and watching this movie, man, because it still got those moments. Even though I still would go Sandlot over this.
Over Little Giants for sure.
Yeah, I still go Sandlot.
It was a lot more weight on Sandlot too, though.
Yeah, and and it had more. I think the story was a little bit
Well, I
better too,
mean, it was like the '60s, and these niggas was playing with a black kid in the '60s, and nobody cared. Like,
and a Mexican kid.
that,
Well, a Latino kid.
that's what I'm saying. Nobody cared, bro. Like they was
Yep.
able to go in all the stores and do all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the whole time there was a blind guy who played with the Yankees, and he played
With a
with
big
Babe
ass
Ruth.
dog. With a
Yeah, with a
big
big
ass
ass
dog,
dog.
bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that owned the
Well,
graveyard.
I still say no,
I
it
mean,
wasn't a graveyard. It
not
was
graveyard.
a scrap yard.
Junkyard. Yeah,
Yeah.
scrapyard. Yeah, yeah.
But listen, Benny was an asshole in Sandlot, bro. Because nobody could do anything unless Benny said so.
So Benny was the
The Latino kid.
yeah, the Latino kid.
Yeah.
Man, nah, see, there you go, man. Benny played with the outcast kids. Nobody thought that these kids was any good.
And why did
Like,
Benny play with the outcast kids?
because, man, don't do
He was
that.
he was older
He
than
was not
everybody.
older.
He was older than
He was
everybody.
just bigger. He was not
He was
older.
older than everybody, bro. That nigga was at least he had to be a grade or two higher than everybody else, bro.
He was not, man. He was
Man,
just bigger than they was, man.
Cap. I'm calling Cap. That nigga Benny was older than everybody, bro.
Because remember the kids that played on the other team, they was like, you played with us, but you know he decided to stop playing with them for whatever
Because
reason
they
or
found out
whatnot.
how old that nigga was. That's all it was. They found out how old he was. Dude, you're too old to be playing with us, man.
But you stupid as fuck.
What was that movie? What was that movie where the bench warmers where they had the little kids playing out there with the with the three dudes? It had dude from Napoleon Dynamite in it. It had it had John I think his name was John Heder. It had I can't think of his name, bro. He was in Deuce Bigelow.
Oh man, Rob
Snyder.
Snyder. Yeah.
It had Rob Snyder, John Heder, and what is his name? The little short dude that used to be on SNL and shit with Rob Snyder and them. He was in I can't remember his name, but they was all like nerds and outcasts and shit, and they came up with a team for all the nerds and outcasts to play. This was like the a newer version of Bad News Bears, but on the other team, the team that they was playing against, one of the Hispanic dudes, they snuck this nigga across the border and forged. And they forged the birth certificate for this nigga. Hey, this nigga was a full grown man, bro. They had muscles and everything. They had this nigga in a custom jersey, and this nigga was hitting home runs off these little ass kids. And he was sitting in the dugout drinking tequila, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. Hey, bro, if y'all ain't never seen I think that's what the movie called, Benchwarmers. If y'all ain't never seen the Benchwarmers, bro, go watch that. That shit is funny as fuck, bro. That shit had me fucking crying, bro. That motherfucking dude was smacking that motherfucker. That kid pitched the ball and smacked the fuck out that ball, bro. That shit was going out the park and everything.
Hey, they stole that shit from because that was, you remember that whole thing that was going on in Little League around the time we was in high school, man. It was I think it might have been a DR team if I'm not mistaken. Man, they had a dude because I think it's like 13 and 14, 15 maybe somewhere around there. Man, that dude was about 18, 19 years old. He was out there punishing them kids.
Hey, bro. I'm trying to tell you, remember when Yasiel Puig got big?
Yeah.
And they said that nigga was only like 20 something. That nigga was like 30, bro. Ain't no way. Yasiel Puig was 20, bro. That nigga had to be like 30 something.
Hey, they still be doing that to Albert Pujols, man. They
Hey
was like,
man,
is Albert
I'm just
Pujols
saying.
really what he was?
Come
I
on, bro.
think Albert Pujols really, dude, Albert Pujols been in the league for like 20 years, yo. This
That's what I'm
motherfucker still
saying,
playing.
bro.
I don't think he was older than what
He
they
been
said
in
he
the
was.
league. He been in the league 20-something years. You trying to tell me Albert Pujols is only 40-something? Nah, that nigga got to be 50.
Man, Albert Pujols is like what? I don't
Got
know,
he
like
he inching on
43.
60, bro. He inching on 60,
Fuck
bro.
out of
Albert
here.
Pujols is old as fuck, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like that type shit, bro. To me, man, it makes for funny movies. Like when you take something as serious as football, and you can add comedy elements into, you know what I'm saying, like into, especially with like kids and shit. That shit, it makes for not only just a great movie, bro, but it's always funny because you know how kids are just in general, especially kids who ain't like athletic or just don't get the game. And then you put all them on the team together with like a few kids who can play, bro. It's always gonna be funny, bro. You
Hey
can't you
man,
can't lose like that.
that's just like Spike. Spike look
Mm-hmm.
like dude. You got a guy like Spike, and then look at Jake. Jake was the dude with the glasses boy number 99.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You want to know the sad part about that shit? I didn't say that though because I didn't want him to feel bad.
Yeah.
Like how small number 99 looked to everybody else.
Yeah.
Man, that's my son, man. I didn't want to say that. Hey,
Hey, that
you
was
gotta
me.
see this. You gotta see
That was
this little
me.
dude. You gotta see him at the bus stop, but it looked like he's a third grader, man.
That's hilarious.
He's
That's
so
hilarious.
tiny, man. He's so tiny,
That
but
was
that's my
me,
little
man.
homie though.
That was me, man. I was the runt of the group everywhere I went, man. I wasn't taller than nobody.
Hey, but he's suffering from the same thing, man. But
That's tough, man.
yeah, man, like but dude, yeah, you ain't gonna tell me Spike was the same age as the rest of these kids. Spike
Nah,
was out there. Spike was out there
nigga,
lifting the whole damn refrigerator.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That nigga the same age as Benny, bro. That's why he that listen, we gotta go back and really examine this movie, bro. I think that's why dude brought him over there. He knew that wasn't Kevin O'Shea. He said, man, my kid can't play because he's too old. I'm gonna put him over here on this team with the band of misfits because I know that he'll get some burn on this field if he play.
Dude, I was just sitting here looking at something. How about the last thing that Spike was in one
Mhm.
episode of Modern Family?
How funny is that with Ed O'Neill? That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. That
Yeah,
is
that's
fucking
comedy,
funny.
bro. Hey
That
man,
is funny.
we do one thing we got to do though, bro. Real quick is we got to give flowers to Rick Moranis because Rick Moranis was on a run in the '90s, bro. Between Little Giants, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Hmm.
he was coming out of the '80s with Little House of Horrors. Like Rick Moranis was Ghostbusters. He was doing
Ghostbusters.
this, yeah. He was doing his thing, bro. Like Rick Moranis was that dude, man.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
really had some bangers.
he did have I remember the Honey I Shrunk the Kids, the Flintstones.
Yep. Oh, yeah. He played
Honey,
Marty
I
Rubber.
Blew Up the Kids. Yeah, I
Yep.
remember those. Um,
I forgot about the Flintstones.
yeah, but I remember him definitely in Ghostbusters. He was in both
Mm-hmm.
of them. But yeah,
Yep.
man, he was. I mean, even though that's 80s,
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
yeah,
saying. He was coming out of the '80s with the Ghostbusters,
yep,
and with
yep.
Little House of Horrors, wasn't it? That was '80s too, if I'm not mistaken.
Little House of Horrors. I'm seeing Saturday Night Live, Street of Fire, The Wildlife, Hockey Nights, Brewers Millions, Head
He was in
Office, Club
Brewster's Millions.
Paradise. Yeah,
Wow.
Baseballs. He was in Bobby
I could.
Brown's video, On Our Own,
Yeah,
Parenthood, The Rocket Boy.
he was everywhere. Yeah, I could. Was he in Little House of Horrors?
I don't see Little House of Horrors. I don't see that.
Hold on, real quick. Let me see. I could have swore he was in Little House of Horrors, bro.
Yeah, I definitely don't see that. But yeah, those either blew up or shrunk the kids movies. Yeah, those I definitely remember those movies
Yeah.
in the yeah,
Yeah, he was in. Yep, that was 1986. Rick Moranis. He was Seymour.
oh okay.
Damn, that had a crazy cast, bro.
Yeah,
But
man. But shoot, but nah, but like, but what? While we there for one quick second, dude. Ed
what's
O'Neill,
up?
man. Like,
Oh yeah,
man,
Al Bundy, man.
Married with Children might
Come
have
on, bro.
been like. I need to go back and watch that shit because
It's on Hulu.
at the time that show was so before its time, yo.
Yeah, big
It was
time.
so before its time,
It
and
was edgy.
that's what I'm saying.
It was
Like for
edgy.
that to be as popular as it was at the time that it was,
hmm
and for him to be the character that he was, like yo, that shit was hilarious. He was a
Bro,
former.
this nigga was a shoe salesman. Let me tell you how great this time was in the 90s. This is why everybody loves the 90s. He was a shoe salesman at the mall, bro. He was able to take care of a 4-person household, pay all the bills on time, and have just enough left over to go do whatever they wanted to do
Yo, that shit
as a shoe
ran.
salesman.
That shit ran for 10 years, yo.
Yeah, it was on Fox, man. That's when
ten
Fox had just got
years.
popping.
Yo, 262 episodes, yo.
hmm
And like Ed O'Neill killed that shit, yo. And
Yeah, man.
all he wanted to do was go home, grab a beer, and watch a game. That's all he wanted to
And
do is
watch the
scratch his
game,
balls.
bro. Yep.
That's all he
Put his
wanted
hands in his
to
pants, sit back, watch the game.
do. Like just leave me
Could
alone.
could never and come home to a home cooked meal, and it was never nothing in the refrigerator. Never nothing in the refrigerator.
Oh,
Yo,
man, shut up.
Peggy was a horrible wife.
Yeah, Peggy. Yeah, I
She
hate to
was a
say it, but
horrible
she
wife.
was. She
That was,
was.
and I'm gonna tell you how crazy the 90s is too. The 90s and just maybe just this show alone. But this is the only show I've ever seen where the husband never wanted to do nothing with the wife, bro. He
Yeah.
he used to complain about having sex with his wife. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he
Like
he
you
did not
couldn't do
fuck
that
with
now.
Peggy.
You couldn't do that now, bro.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious. Man, shout out to Ed O'Neill, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
Christina
man.
Applegate too, man.
Yep. And what's his name? Justin damn, I forgot, dude. Faustino?
It's David. It's David.
David Faustino. And
Yeah.
damn, what's Peggy's name?
What's that? Katie Siegel?
Yep, Katie Siegel. Shout out to Katie Siegel. Man, 90s was a great time, man. But let's go ahead and get into, well, do we have to do the Fire Flames? We could just go ahead and say 5.
I won't go. I won't go 5. I
All right,
go.
well, let's
I would.
wait. Let's get into the
Okay.
Fire Flames then. Let's get into the Fire Flames. Because
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna just say 5. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
SW Fire Flames. Here we go.
Yoga fire, yoga flame.
Okay. I'm not gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 4.5. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
there. I'm still more of a component of the Sandlot. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to like the kids movies. Shit. Honestly, I go Ladybugs over this shit. As far as like movies that take me back to that time. But yeah, I mean, but it's right there, 4.5, you know what I'm saying? Just right up under. Just, some minor things that could be tweaked here and there, but it's still a great movie, man. For the type of podcast that we do, you know what I'm saying? This is the second PG movie we have done. But
Yeah.
we very well rounded on here. But I mean, but at the same time, we was a kid at one point too. So, you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
This is just movies from my childhood that I thought it would be great to do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm giving it a 5, man. I know I said I wasn't gonna go, but fuck it. I'm giving it a 5 because, you know what I'm saying, to me, as a kid, this movie was awesome because so like I said, played football. And then not only that, but it was just a great comedy movie. It's an all around great movie. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those movies that if you see on TV, you're not gonna flip past it. You are definitely gonna sit down and watch Little Giants. And then not only that, as an adult going back and watching this, I've seen some things that I was just like, yo, they tricked us.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I'm saying?
definitely
So
tricked us.
they definitely tricked us. But I mean, it's a good movie, man. It make you feel good about yourself, make you feel good about everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, it's one of those things where everybody comes together and it's all love. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the 5, man. But you know what I'm saying? Now that we done with that, let's get into the coming soon, bro.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right. Oh, push the wrong thing. All right. So what we got coming up next, brother?
We got the Peripheral, but I gotta make sure it's gonna be done. Have you been watching
Oh,
it?
that's right. Yeah,
I
I'm
got
catching up. I'm catching up. I gotta
Oh,
I got 2 more episodes to watch. Yo, I finally caught up on Atlanta too. Amazing.
Yeah, I finished it.
Amazing.
I gotta see which one is, because if you know what, I don't know if we're gonna be able.
I mean, we can cover it up until the point then.
Yeah, but I kind of want the conclusion though. Like I don't want to. And you know what? The more and more I think about it, I think the last episode comes out that day, and I'm not gonna have time to watch it. And then plus, Florida State play Friday.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll work something out. Coming soon. It will be a surprise then.
Yeah. Let's do it like that. Let's do it like that.
We'll bring y'all. We're gonna bring y'all something. We gotta bring y'all something because that's what we do. So just stay tuned. Get ready. You know what I'm saying? We will have something for you guys on Friday. I mean, on the next episode. I don't know why I said that out loud. But you know what I'm saying? If you liked the episode, if you didn't like the episode, if you liked the Little Giants, if you thought Danny was a great person, you know what I'm saying? Or if you was like me and realized that this nigga was an asshole, hit us up on the socials, man. Let us know. IG and Twitter at View9Pod, or you can hit us up on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. Also, you can check me out on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. I have a link tree in my bio. You can find me everywhere else there. I have an album out as well. It's called Elation. It's all dance music. Go check that out. Go vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Get your boogie on. And that's all. Excuse me. That's all I got.
And y'all can check me out at s.foster8. That's on Instagram and on Twitter. At 28 minutes or less pod. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast, all major platforms, 28 minutes or less. The last episode that I put out, I entitled it Relevance. You know what I'm saying? I covered the 21 Savage Nas little thing that happened. So I gave my my thoughts on it, but also some reasonings why I felt the way I felt about certain things. So just go check that out, man. You know, I deep dive into a lot of different music. So but yeah, man, go check that out. All major platforms.
For sure, man. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. My apologies that you know what I'm saying, we ain't got the video up, but I'm working on finding a way to get them videos up. So y'all just bear with me for the time being. But until then, you can always just listen in and tune in. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna have the audio up. So until the next episode, you know what I'm saying, like they say in Hollywood, man, that's a wrap.
Cut.